perhaps an option.
That could be a lot of
Is he mid,
damage.
by the way? Who's mid?
No, it's Beyond. Beyond is playing the
Okay, yeah, I see.
the bounty.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
So is it mid? No, it's not mid. I thought it was going to be mid Dawnbreaker actually, but it is Vici on.
I was just waiting to see, really. Like
Oh, it's ZC on the snap. Sorry.
Yeah, the bounty has a quelling blade, so he definitely wants to be hitting some creeps.
Number of blink daggers before 25 minutes.
Who even buys blink dagger before 25 here? No one. I'm gonna go 0-2.
Okay.
Time of first 8 to 11. Damn, I'm running low here on time. Player with highest total magic or pure damage. I'm gonna go with some Quap of Pain. First player to buy a blink dagger.
30 seconds.
A BOB. No, the Dawnbreaker. Let's go. Let's go.
I guess he's the only one who would buy a blink dagger in this game too.
Shadow Shaman as well, but I guess he gets it a bit later.
Shadow Shaman is
going for the Vanguard.
I put BAB as my guy to get most magic damage.
Bounty Hunter Vanguard, by the way. That's what he queued up already.
Damn. Gold.
Hasta luego. Get him. If you could do a voice line, Vikop, what would you do?
I don't know. I've definitely given it a lot of thought since last year. I try to come up with multiple voice lines, one being toxic, and then one being like team oriented to get people hyped up. Like I feel like it would just be a quick little like let's go, but like with a lot more emotion. If I was gonna do one that was like team oriented, something you can spam, you know.
Like hasta luego.
Hasta luego. I don't know whose voice that is, but it's very soothing. Their voice. I feel like you need a very spammable voice line. You know the guy from The Simpsons who just goes, like I feel like that would just piss people off.
That would be good, yeah.
You just
I agree.
would be very unhappy. You miss a CS, spam it. You get you don't get kill in lane, spam it. You get killed in lane, still spam it.
No matter what, spam it.
Spam it. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I like that. Like that idea a lot.
I'm gonna use that idea when I get the opportunity to do so at some point in my life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm just entranced in this top lane.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Going on.
I'm literally I moved for a second to different lanes, but mostly what I'm doing is literally just watching Bounty steal some gold.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I'm doing is just watching Bounty Hunter.
It's like he's doing God's
what
work,
he's gonna
stealing
do.
gold from Erica. Like, honestly, the eggs build is still kind of busted on Bounty. Like, if you can get to that fast enough, like Vanguard plus eggs, Aether Lance or something like that, and you just spam the Shuriken toss, and like you get an item every single fight, more or less. There doesn't even have to be a fight. You just crit them a couple of times with your Aghanim's Shuriken toss combo.
I just worry maybe about the bounty's positioning coming to these fights, where the Marcy's going to be to potentially jump on the bounty, because I feel like that's the play, right? Like, rebound, stun up bounty, everybody commits, dispose,
you have bigger issues here. Bounty isn't the main one. Like Shadow Shaman probably is someone that you need to take care of first. Snapfire as well.
Yeah, that's where the lack of lockdown for Vici scares me as well.
The only problem
that is just nerve-wracking. It's your Vici done.
The only problem is like you picked Bounty into an Omni Knight. there's a strong dispel, right? On himself and a dispel on someone else. So every time you track Omni Knight +1 hero, he's gonna dispel both of them. So yeah. When you consider that, Aghanim's might not even be the play here. I'm not sure what the play is, because your shard isn't good anymore in a way in which it allows you to Marcy.
In trouble. And can the Dawnbreaker get it?
Has 5 more movement speed.
Burned out, safe the entire way. Yep.
350.
Told me that information. I knew that they weren't dying.
So basically,
Looks at this Vanguard.
almost has it, yeah. The thing is, like, you could buy the Vanguard together with the shard, or just the shard plus whatever phase boots, and you're a boss in the mid game. Like, it was so difficult to kill a bounty hunter. Don't have that anymore. Same any longer.
Strong dispel is going to be a problem. I was just showcased there in the top lane.
Do you enjoy the new shard, or do you think the old one was better on bounty? Be careful what you answer, because I'm gonna judge you as a person. I'm gonna judge your character off of this answer.
I played one game with it, and I thought it was really strong, just getting the invis, but I think that the team I played against, I wasn't the bounty, I was playing with a bounty. The team that we just played against didn't utilize playing against something like that well enough. They didn't itemize for it, so we just got to really get away with whatever we wanted. So it just set, once you get it, theoretically, 15 minutes, if you get it on that marking, you can literally have tanks that have 2 invis throws and make moves like you're smoke around. Ooh, the troll trying to fight back, and BAB, victim of summer, his first blood comes in, and so does second.
This is
blood,
a
why not
start.
second blood? Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted.
Really, I think the bounty hunter pick for them was some comfort pick more than anything else. They just wanted to play it. There are teams that always want to experiment with the bounty hunter, so maybe that's the case. Bottom lane, that fight lasted for like a minute. I swear they were hitting each other. So I love how no one wanted to budge. Everyone just continued hitting. It didn't matter. But obviously, Troll, as he hits more, he gets more fervor stacks, benefits from that.
Top lane, they're under the tower looking for Erica. This is a little bit surprising, but yeah, immediately the track gets dispelled. Still, though, you can't really feel too confident going after this, and you just reapply the track after it's been dispelled. They're going to run. They've got the shuriken toss. Nobody's TPing in, and finally somebody comes over, but it's not going to matter. Like, SJ's already got the shackle, so it's a 2k lead as they get the track kill. They've got the track on XM. SJ should drop at some point. And they will lose the Shadow Shaman, but still, Beyond is
super worth it, right? Like,
having
that's
some gold.
Instant track kill gold. Even with the Omni Knight, like you said. Like, bounty hurts. Especially when he can dish in the pain all the time with Junada, right? And he has that Vanguard exactly for that. All he needs to is to be able to sustain himself.
Not only that, like, Janata, sure, but Shuriken hurts.
It doesn't. Look, Shuriken used to hurt. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah, but when you're able to spam it every 5 seconds,
even I think
120 damage is no joke every 5 seconds on such a, like, it's not very mana intensive.
It's, yeah. It used to be amazing. Now it's okay. But you can spam more of it, you're right. You are feeding stick charges when you do that, but overall, yeah, I agree. It can get annoying.
They're gonna go again. They've got Snapfire down here. Mortimer's Kisses, both Frisk as well as BAB just standing in the Kisses. The Sonic Wave, but the ulti comes in from Summer. They get a 2-for-1 so far, and now a 3-for-1, 4-for-1 with XM dying. Finally, Summer goes down, but I don't know if they were expecting to lose Yang on top of that action with XM.
quite a different start to the game, right? In comparison to what happened that last one. Troll getting a ton, good rotations from the Snapfire, netting them kills, top lane Bounty Hunter just being left alone. Like, this is... He's taking down the tier 1 tower on his own. That's it. And I don't see the point in which Vici becomes super scary. BAB, he needs to get his level 6, obviously, and then you can play with the Omni Knight. Like, Omni plus DP is pretty strong.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Seems like IBB are gonna pull away too quickly, similar to the Vici game in the last one. Where do they turn this around? Does Erica ever keep up with the troll at this point to where they feel like the Lifestealer can fight?
I don't think he ever can keep up with the net worth. I think he can only start fighting really fast. But the problem is, like, if you're YBB, you're dying bottom.
Yeah, you're losing heroes, but Beyond dying is a kill that is certainly going to feel nice with BAB then getting a killing spree and potentially pushing this tier 1 tower bot.
This is really what they needed. They needed a counter kill on the Bounty Hunter. So basically, I feel like YBB had this game completely in control. But they did throw a little bit now with these deaths on the bottom lane. You really want to keep the momentum with Bounty. You want to be fighting all the time. You want to be netting at least even. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be even kills. Trading kills, right? It's not only that. Your troll is buying a Battle Fury. You will outscale Vici Gaming. These next couple of fights need to go your way.
And now, this is what can kind of change games for bounty hunters, I feel like. You get a little bit too comfortable into the invis and track role where they're not, if they don't capitalize on it and they don't get these kills, then it's not going to feel as great.
He's going in on Marcy.
Track on XM and Frisk, so you get those kills, their gold is just going to really bump up.
Also about the fact that Vici Gaming can't fight. They want to fight, but they can't. Like, Lifestealer still doesn't have his armlet.
Do they have to just be waiting and fighting in with Exorcism?
Pretty much.
If you're Vici?
I think so, pretty much, yeah. That's literally what you need. Quap, it's cool, but it's not enough, and that Quap might even fall. Let's see.
Dire are scanning.
Tracked and should be aware that probably not alone. And like, I guess for Vici, they're not giving up any kills on these tracks at the moment.
Frisk.
You just need to be farming a little bit better.
They
I
might
would
give
say.
one up.
So well, yeah, they might give up the Marcy. There's nobody here to help them, at least not in time. Yang's just not there in time. XM, he's nearby. They do have Erica, though. Drop down the Serpent Wards. They land the cookie, and now Erica stunned up. Needs to be careful. Sonic Wave comes in. SJ drops. Erica's got the Infest pop, but Erica's now in deep. Get hit with the Starbreaker. Yang dies. They'll finish off ZC. They've got BAB from behind with the Exorcism to take out Beyond, and all of a sudden, Vici didn't look like it was going to go well for them at the beginning of that, but all of a sudden, they grab 3 kills.
Nice rotation from BAB, right?
Yeah, and it came with that Exorcism.
Yeah. Came from behind, cleaned up a little bit, definitely helped. They still traded, I believe, a couple of track kills for 3 kills, so it's not...
Yeah, they traded maybe Yang. I wasn't sure if he was tracked when he died, but I know Frisk was for sure.
Yeah, so they got something out of it, but they also, on one side, Exorcism was used, on the other, Shadow Shaman Wards. Kinda even, but definitely went better than I thought it would for Vici Gaming. Because they were the ones initiated on, right?
Yeah, the turnaround, albeit maybe a little bit slow, was Well done. And I think truthfully, like XM, he's been playing these fights really well. I know he's played 2 games as Quap, but it's looked really good.
No, I agree. He's not jumping in too deep. What we saw yesterday was Quaps that just go in, die very fast at the beginning of every single fight, right? Because it's a really difficult hero when it comes to positioning. Also, XM is using his Sonic Wave as a saving tool very often, which is
He's doing so much damage with it. Like it's almost a great way to use it, right? Because he's using it to push back 3 heroes. 3 heroes getting hit by Sonic Wave, take it any day of the week if you're gonna initiate like that afterwards, you know?
Yep, I agree.
Shackle, track. This is bad for Yang.
Track him
But
again.
now no longer tracked. He'll wait to track him again and then kill him off. It's a matter of time.
Just another notch on my pummel.
Yang. Finally level 6.
That they're getting a good chunk of gold every time they get those track kills. Still level 1 track, but yeah, it's good.
Being said, they're cutting into the net worth. Like it's now just 2K-ish, 3K-ish. But it's not even like just the track. Like Summer, he's got this Battle Fury going into the Ags to start. Like he is farming really well.
Hold on to your taters.
Do you like the axe? First item after the Battle Fury.
I was a little bit wondering about that. Solar Guardian coming in with the Serpent Wards and the Shackle. No track on that one, but it's not going to matter when you get a kill on an XM. That feels quite nice.
Bottom
Going to
lane.
the Exorcism, the look over at Beyond. He's got the Fire Snap Cookie to get some distance, and now that feels like Exorcism's just been,
Baited.
I would say, wasted. Yeah.
Yeah. They baited it.
It's been
Plus
the
they
tool for them to fight.
Plus they killed a Quap on the mid lane. This is pretty much perfect for them. Now that we're looking at that Prophet, I just want to say I like the Yules. Like, pretty decent pickup. You're playing into a troll as well, so not only a dispel for yourself.
Fire Snap Cookie lands on 2. It caught Erica just on the edge. They've got the Yules. Pieces coming through. They'll unleash. They've disposed Beyond, and they should be able to get at least that Bounty Hunter kill.
Was he stunned there, or was he just kind of chilling, standing in spot? Couldn't see the stun.
Beyond or
Yeah,
Erica?
Beyond. You saw that, right?
He was used and then disposed. I don't know if he was
He was just standing there, yeah.
slowed and knew he was dead.
Yeah, maybe, you know, when you know you're dead, you kind of alt-tab, you go to Facebook, you see what your mom wrote to you. Your girlfriend, if you have one, which most of us don't. We're Dota players, right? So, say hi to mom.
That hurts my heart.
What? How does it hurt your heart? Saying hi and how are you and things, checking up on your parents, it's like something you should be doing all the time.
The girlfriend part. Not having.
That's secondary.
It breaks my heart. Or sorry, my heart is broken.
Dire are
Start
scanning.
singing Jolene again.
Frisk.
Look at my
His heart
Facebook
is about
statuses
to
and
be
tab
broken.
back in to see that all of a sudden Frisk is going to be a track kill. 4 heroes again. Like YBB, they've been making moves similar to the way Vici have, where, you know, numbers. You're either using their numbers advantage around the map.
You get gold, right? From the track, all of them. All of them want in on that money.
Yeah. Bounty hunters there just being like, want gold fast? You can make passive income with these easy side hustles. Step 1, own a gas station. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Side hustle. Dawnbreaker? XM backs away. Dawnbreaker in too far. Mortimer's Kiss is now coming through, and it's not going to do anything for them but buy them time to get that Aegis into the hands of Summer. Rage and chasing. Gets SJ. 2 heroes gone. Exorcism coming up afterwards. Summer, is he in too far? He just got himself an Aegis, but if they can kill him 1 time, they probably get him a 2nd time. They'll look for ZC. The damage in time as the TP was attempted. Tracks on a lot of these heroes, but there's not enough damage to clean any of them up.
But that ended up being great for Vici Gaming. This time around, YBB did not manage to disengage. There's a lot of movement speed, a lot of mobility coming from the Marcy, obviously the Yuled up, that Prophet.
They've got a lot of these heroes tracked, and they're starting to respawn. You need to be careful if you're Vici. You're going to lose Exorcism in a moment. That said, Solar Guardian doesn't keep Beyond alive, so these tracks aren't going to last much longer. Some are going in out onto the Lifestealer. The Starbreaker there, bump him up into the air. Celestial Hammer infests and pops out immediately. They've got the Dispose. Frisk getting low. Summer trying to output damage to get at least something, but Summer's coming up empty-handed. He cannot get a kill here. So Pig pull away, but I mean, even with him right-clicking the entire time, they get nothing out of it.
Of course, because you're playing into an Omni Knight with the Guardian Angel. He pops that. Absolutely no damage was dealt by the Troll. One of the reasons why I thought he might go for Maelstrom instead, as that farming / fighting item. But they have to deal with the Omni Knight before he uses his ulti. Or you can't pop your ulti on Troll. I guess it's one or the other. By the way, he didn't go for Ags instantly. He went for SNY.
I'm more okay with that.
Yeah, I think it's...
I don't know. I wasn't sure about the Ags. I didn't think it was this, like, amazing item for him at this point in the game.
I'll let you in on a
Don't ask
little
me why.
secret. Every time I ask you what you think about that item,
You're usually negative on it.
it usually means that I don't like it.
Hey, I've been working with you for 2 years straight. I know what the questions are being led by.
Yep.
I usually ask you about an item. It just means I'm too stupid to know. That's the trick. And I want to sound smart next to you. So you say something smart and I go, I thought the same thing.
Self-deprecating humor, I'm not gonna let it.
Gets down just like Dawnbreaker.
Exactly.
Urka getting the kill there, and right by the tier 2 tower, should be able to grab themselves a tower on top of this.
What about the top tier 2? There are wards planted, so tier 2 for tier 2. Bottom lane, obviously, they committed nothing for it.
You're just gonna give this up, yeah. I guess they tried to survive with the Serpent Wards going after they glyphed, but it's not gonna matter.
BKB has been completed, by the way, on the Death Prophet too. So have the BKB to work with. No BKB yet on Quap, but coming in shortly, like 300 gold away, and they should be ready to fight afterwards. By the time they get it, Aegis will be reclaimed too. That's the timer that I'm looking forward to, at least.
I want to say, I think Vici did a good job of not only fighting after the Aegis, but they've done a good job of like getting their timings together to be ready to go up against YBB, who had a 4K lead. Like it looked like YBB were pulling away, but Vici with some very opportune exchanges have kept the game close, and I think given them an opportunity.
For sure, the way this game started, I honestly thought Vici Gaming, they're done. It's very rarely that I feel so strongly about one side or another early on in the game. Vici Gaming definitely executed a couple of fights extremely well.
True.
It got them back into the game, which isn't a simple thing to do when you're playing into a bounty.
Yeah, like I don't think he's got. They only have 12 kills. Like it's not like they've exactly taken over in the tracks. As I was trying to get the sentence out as Snapfire dies.
Yeah, that's
Erica getting the kill on ZC, and they're gonna smoke and they want more.
They want more. They don't see anyone besides the troll in mid lane though, and as you can see, YBB they're falling back towards the high ground. I don't think high ground saves them here though.
I think they're confident. Like, they know the Aegis timing. They know that they can move in, and that's exactly what they want. Bounty's going to be on the high ground. If they've got vision for him, that would be nice, but instead they're going to rebound up onto the cliff, and this is going to be Marcy out of the fight for the moment. They'll go to the Solar Guardian. They've got the silence on 3 of these heroes. They'll look over at the Dawnbreaker, who's never able to get the Solar Guardian off. EKB is popped by Beyond, but they've got the Guardian Angel, so now this Bounty Hunter needs to run.
That's a fresh
And
BKB too. You just purchased
yeah,
it. Yep. It's
there's
like
the Ags for troll too.
sometimes retreating back. Oh,
Is it?
he tried Omni, I guess.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Sometimes retreating to this high ground is good,
Radiant's top tower is under
but
attack.
not
Did
in
you have the
this.
timing perfect?
Yeah, no, not in
They,
this.
they had the Aegis timing.
It's not only the Aegis, it's the fact that Snap was dead. Like, if you're
Yeah.
4 heroes, sometimes it doesn't matter that you're on the high ground. And these 4 heroes, it's not like they're, how to put it, it's not like they have these big massive ultis that you can't run into, like an Arena or Ravage or something, right? Like, you can run these heroes down, it doesn't matter. They will not benefit from that vision and high ground advantage that much.
I think there was confidence there from Vici too. Like they had their BKBs, I believe, or had the BKB on the Death Prophet and had Exorcism if they chose to fight, and they like BKB on Quap and Death Prophet up in that situation 4v5 is something that I think
Let me ask you one of
have a
my
lot of
questions,
confidence.
Vikov. Let me ask you
Hold on.
one of the
Oh.
questions.
Is dead, very dead, or trying to shoot now. Never a chance. I'm ready for your question. I have studied.
Okay, how do you feel about the Snapfire on mid lane?
I don't like it. I really don't. It is a ZC thing. He's done it a lot throughout his pro time career, but I just don't. I another one of those feast or famine heroes where if you have a great lane, you have a great start, you can kind of get ahead and work with that. And I thought that maybe they could, and I really do think they had the opportunity to do so. But at a certain point in the game, I think if your farm slows down, your effectiveness goes with it. Like he's got 12,000 net worth and he's not doing much.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same.
It always feels underwhelming. Like you know who was doing it? Ori. They're gonna get this Snapfire again. Like you're just so easy to kill a Snap too, and there's not much survivability at the moment. DC falls to XM. It's a killing spree for the Queen of Pain, and it's a big kill once again. You're dead for 45 seconds.
On one side, you have Snap that was like 2-3k ahead of net worth against the Queen of Pain, right? But
Yeah.
the impact that Queen of Pain had versus the impact that Snap had is like night and day. It's massive. Well, perhaps if they had some way of setting up the cookie, the Mortimer's Kisses at least, maybe then it would be worth it. But
Radiant's top tower
I completely
is under
agree.
attack.
It does feel like there's two different ways. Like Snap,
Radiant's top tower
you
has fallen.
know, there's Snapfires who want the shard, who want to be in onto these fights, and then you can't really use Mortimer's Kisses. Like the angles aren't great, or you're just you're standing there in a fight, but you've got the shard, you blink, scatter blast, and go. If you've got damage followed up, that's the way you're playing. Like, but here it's just like, okay, your ult's you're either getting the scatter blast and the cookie, or you're back far enough where you're getting the Mortimer's Kisses up. You're never really getting
But the
both.
shard has been reworked. It's all about the cookie now.
Yeah. Ooh, Sonic Wave, Beyond. Surviving with a little bit of health, but they've got the Yules up on-to the Shadow Shaman. They'll kill off SJ. They did use Exorcism. Ooh, they took out BAB's Shard, which is the fear on that Death Prophet's Spirit Siphon. I guess with the change to the Shard, yeah, it is a little bit different. It's the Fire Snap Cookie.
Exactly.
Like
it doesn't even
upgrade.
make sense. It doesn't even make sense to. It's a complete support shard now.
Yeah, it's not, you don't even have that. Like, there were two ways to play Snap. And now it feels like you don't go Blink. You don't want to go in too deep. You don't want to Scatter Blast to get that stun. You're right. With that change, it really feels like there's just a support way to play this hero. I forgot they changed that. That's
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always some player that's gonna make it work, like that travels into crit, into orchid, whatever. I just feel that they had any sort of a spirit that was able to play with the bounty hunter, something that goes in deep, because that's what bounty hunter wants to be doing. Like he wants to just be behind enemy lines. Someone use these tracks. Someone follows up. Like he has zero follow up. I had that predictions. By the way, I'm a bit salty. I made the prediction about the blink dagger. No one bought the blink dagger. They're a bit too poor for it, but still.
Yeah, 0 to 2.
Here we go, Drax. Troll is pretty strong at least, like he has a BKB now too.
Speaking of like wanting a spirit, like I think any of the 3 spirit mid would have worked.
Ember was banned, yeah, but
I think any of them work though. Storm, Vortex, Track, like you can make moves deep. Void Spirit, Astral Step, Aether Remnant, that's enough lockdown to get something going. There's a sentry nearby, and I believe Beyond's under it. Ooh, he's just on the edge of it, actually.
the bait on the illusion. Just giving info, really, nothing more. They drop the wards. Okay, they commit. I really think Vici Gaming will contest this. They have Exorcism.
You gotta think that they want to make a move. Cryptstorm coming in, like they know that this is happening. XM also has the opportunity to blink. He's staying by the side, but they're gonna give up the Aegis to try and go for this fight. They'll pop the Exorcism. They get the Aegis into the hands of Summer. Beyond pop the BKB. They've got the Dust. They're right on top of this Bounty Hunter. So once the BKB goes, the Yules is there to lock him down and potentially get the kill and take him out. And that's exactly what they do. And they'll find SJ as a +1 on it. They'll get the Mortimer's Kisses out. Summer is away from his team, and more so the Dawnbreaker than the Snapfire.
There's a Yules in 3
Snapfire
seconds.
leaves with this Shadow Blade, and Summer on the run behind the tier 2 tower to safety. So they give up the Aegis, they get 2 kills. Vici, they're the ones putting the pressure on, but I'm not sure the trade is great once everybody's up for YBB.
Yeah, once everyone is up and once you have the BKB back on Bounty Hunter, perhaps you can take a fight. Because you will be having that Aegis, right, on the Troll. Can you use it to farm? Yeah, you can. Will the Basher be helpful? Definitely. Maybe you can do that, but I think fighting as soon as possible would be decent for YBB as well.
They have to find the right opening. I think that I was a little surprised that Vici, they went so cautious and they ended up going the other way and trying to take the fight rather than the Aegis. So I feel like the Aegis is kind of crucial here.
Yeah, I expected them
These
as
next
well.
minutes.
I expected the same thing. I thought that they might go into the pit a bit earlier. It didn't feel like they had something to be worried about. You just pop the Exorcism, you run in. If Troll decides to use his ulti, you counter it with Omni-Knight ulti, right? Like, I think that they were a bit too careful as well. But they did get the Aegis in the end on YBB, even though they lost a couple of heroes.
I believe Snapfire got the shard afterwards, which is that cookie upgrade, not the stun anymore on the Scatter Blast. Silences are out. Summer with the BKB. They've got the Sonic Wave. They get the kill on his EC. They'll take out the Snapfire early. Shackle from a distance. Shackle for the whole duration. They finally take out SJ. The right click's on a Yang. They'll finish off the Omni Knight, but they got 3 heroes gone on the side of YBB. They'll look to continue the onslaught as Beyond's been disposed of, and he's taken out.
No.
They'll look for the full team wipe, but a TP away from this Troll. Aegis or not, Vici still feel like they're the ones ahead.
Well, they don't just feel, they are the ones ahead. The only thing they had to do is buy back the Omni-Knight in that whole fight. Really well taken by them. For me, it seemed like, okay, there's no Omni-Knight ulti, there was no Exorcism. It felt like a decent fight to take. If you're YBB, right? Like, 2 big ultis that are arguably winning team fights are gone, so let's go take a fight. But it still did not work. The wards from Shadow Shaman were decently planted, but I guess one of the problems that they did is they separated that Prophet from everyone else. She was able to just siphon from her cage of wards, cage of serpents. And so basically, Bounty Hunter with the old shard, at this point in the game, even if you just have the BKB plus Vanguard, you're a problem. Because you go back behind enemy lines, you crit the Omni-Knight, let's say. He's stunned. You hit him again, like you can double hit while he's stunned. You can use Invis again, right? And then crit him again. You almost killed the hero on your own. So you can deal with supports at least. Right now with the shard, like you're an offlane bounty that has a BKB, a Vanguard, and the capability of making one of your teammates invis. I feel that that more falls into position 4 than it does in offlane. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not bringing a ton of utility to your teammates, and you're also not bringing any sort of control to fights.
Right. You're really lacking. I need to be careful. I know he's playing with fire, and I know he's got his team behind him a little bit, but Vici, they're calculating if they're able to get in and out of this, despite the fact that they do have teammates behind them.
They're just waiting 20 more seconds for the Aegis. If you're Vici, there's absolutely no necessity to engage here. You see, they're just waiting here. They can smoke. Do they have a smoke? Yeah, they have a smoke on Omni. They smoke up behind the Life Stealer.
Beyond is there. See? There's the Aegis expiring.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
The question is, does Vici catch them going the other way? They're setting up in the opponent's triangle. They see Summer. They know he doesn't have an Aegis. If they can get around him...
Look, if you're YBB, you're doing the same. You're sitting on the enemy's triangle, right? You understand that the Dire jungle is warded, so they can either be in your triangle or in their jungle.
Dire's bottom tower
One good thing
is
for
under
them is
attack.
bottom lane is pushing in, so they have this tier 2 to take.
Eric is holding on to a lot of gold.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Different words, get the tier 2 tower bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And
Radiant's
Satanic,
top tower is under attack.
he
Radiant's top tower
got rid of
has
the
fallen.
Q on the shard.
Did he
Dire's
buy it?
bottom
He didn't,
tower
right?
is under attack.
The shard kind of looks Pepega against Troll that has Agnes. He didn't, yeah. He's going straight for Satanic. Makes way more sense.
Arcane power.
Whoa.
Fortunes change.
When's the clash happening?
Potentially soon. Sorry, I think my internet just dropped for a second.
Did it? I thought we were
Yeah.
having one of these meaningful moments of silence, you know, where it's a
Putting the
standoff is
pressure
about to-
on? Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't about to. I did have to check after a while, though. That's why I asked.
I was staying silent, just in just the tense moments of the matchup. Never actually lost internet connection. That was a lie. Down for a second. Back up.
That's the best way I like to cast. My favorite casting way. Just stay
But when I'm
silent.
quiet.
Yeah, just stay silent and build up the pressure. That's all.
I mean, there are times where you can kind of just let the game do the talking, especially in farming moments like this. Like, yeah, it's downtime, but like, if you do stay quiet for a moment, like you do feel the pressure, right?
Yeah, exactly. Shh.
Yeah, okay. Gotta whisper. Whisper loud enough where my noise gate still lets me speak.
You're ruining my pressure moment, Bika. You like the Abyssal on Troll? This is a genuine one. I think it's good, right? Like it's something you need versus the Rage versus the Life Stealer. Can be helpful.
If you used to talk. But I do like it. I think I think the game plan's pretty clear with the queue of the Divine Rapier as well. the idea is wait for next Roche, get the Aegis, and if you can get the Aegis, get the Divine Rapier and run through Vici. I kind of like that idea.
Doesn't it reek with desperation though, a little bit?
Oh, Yang.
That's a
Oh,
strange
no.
byproduct.
Radiant are
It's a bait. It's a bait.
Bait, full on bait.
Yeah, that's
mean-
some eternal envy play right there. It happens. I
Yeah.
think it happened to every player. Nice breaking of the smoke by Erika, but he's deep.
Yeah, he's in pretty far. They've got the silence on a summer. They know that Roche is available. Thanks, Yang. And so the longest it would take is, what do you say, 37:30? So 39:30 the longest could be? Or 40:30?
Troll once again back in. This time around, they go in with a quap.
Yeah, but he's got the Abyssal Blade, so they have the lockdown. They'll go to the BKB. They're going to look over. Oh, Summer. He wasn't forced staff back out of the pit, but he's going to go to that ulti. They've got the Solar Guardian right on top of the heroes. They'll go to the Guardian Angel and try to survive as Summer's being kited a little bit. He needs to be careful. The Sonic Wave comes in. They get the kill on the Troll. They'll take him out first, and they'll look towards the rest. Rebound once again. Age is on the deck. Erika is going to pick it up. SJ falls. 2 heroes gone on the side of YBB. They're chasing this Dawnbreaker, who goes into the Starbreaker, gets the magic immunity, but running away from XM. The Scream is in. And the Scream breaks his ears, breaks his heart, breaks his life as 3 heroes die on the side of YBB.
She's and Age is picked up by the Life Stealer. Erika
Hard for Death Prophet.
Yeah, he even remained a little bit in the pit to clean up the Serpent Wards. Now he's going on high ground. Omni Knight just completely destroyed YBB.
Radiant's
When Omni Knight
middle
got
tower
picked,
is
it
under
was like
attack.
second stage, right? And we were saying there's no bad that he's gonna counter, nothing crazy like that. But YBB decided to pick Troll into him. He gave him the
Radiant's
perfect
middle tower has fallen.
hero to use that ulti against.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
and he...
has fallen.
I like that Yang kind of understands the assignment. Like, he's not using it immediately, but he knows
Radiant's
when
top tower
to,
is under attack.
like, let go with it, right?
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
He's just waiting for Troll ulti. The moment Troll ulti comes out, he pops it.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Seems pretty simple. Also, Lifestealer has that Satanic now to work with. Had it in the last fight. And he's queued up an Ags. Come shortly if he wants to buy it. Thing is, he doesn't really have inventory slots, right? Even if he buys the Ags, he's gonna need a blessing. Instead,
Yeah,
he goes
instead he goes
for-
to Abyssal.
Yeah, just gets the Abyssal instead.
Even then, the Basher's in the backpack. Backpack. See what he does with that.
I feel
We
like
have three ways to deal with this troll. He really isn't feeling too. He's only 5, 2, and 4.
the net worth, but it doesn't really feel like he has nearly as much impact as the Lifestealer.
Yeah, if this
Yeah.
was a net worth chart of effective net worth, I would say he did not be at the top. Asher for Dawnbreaker. Like, no Blink Dagger ever. It's a little bit surprising, but maybe not trying to get too deep into these fights. A bit far there from the Marcy. Friska was rebounding in and immediately killed. Mortimer's Kiss is used. We'll buy back. They have control of that outpost over bottom, so they should have the Marcy in just a second.
Go back in. Rage up.
There's the
Satanic.
Divine Rapier. Courier's coming over with it. They don't have it yet.
5-man silence.
5-man silence.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Did they catch him running away? No, they rebound in again. Marcy in really far. And they've got the Guardian Angel. They'll have the heal with Purification. They get the kill on SJ. They'll take the Shadow Shaman to start. The Solar Guardian drops down, but is it going to be enough with the Divine Rapier now into the hands of the Troll? He's looking to get the damage out, but the Sonic Wave comes through, who dropped the Divine Rapier on the deck. And, well, just like that, the hopes and dreams of YBB going to TR are going to crumble and fall on the deck as well.
Has fallen.
as Vici take the 2-0, and we'll move on to the next round of the lower bracket as they eliminate YBB in what seemed to be easy fashion throughout both these games.
I don't know what Erka wrote there, but I did see noob in the end. I'm sure that that's not what he meant.
And I'm trying to scroll up. It doesn't let me do that
Yeah.
in the chat, unfortunately.
Nice game.
But yeah, I mean, really good games from Vici. I think